Hello, this is Faith at Faith and Books. How are you doing? So let's see. This is going to be a bookshelf or book cull is what it is. I went around, found all these books that had just were scattered on the floor in stacks, or they've been shoved into the bookshelf, or they were just randomly placed. And I'm going to go through them and see if I'm going to keep them. And if I am going to keep them, where I'm going to put them, and what I'm going to give away, or move to another bookshelf or another room. And I'm doing this because I got those books, those Trollope books, 23 Trollope books that were my mother's. And I now decided, so when I started this book shelf organization in January, and I worked on it. I got through 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 shelves, and then I stopped. I've done very little since. So, in fact, it's just got kind of chaotic. So, the first thing I want to do is just get rid of all these books that are strewn in various places before I start to tackle the shelves. Because now, since I have so many Trollope books, although I may not be keeping them all because some of my sisters might want some. But I'm thinking of dedicating a shelf just to him. And I might need, a shelf and a half or maybe 2 shelves. So I have to figure out where to put things. And the 7-year-old grandson has moved out of the bedroom that he's been sharing with his mom up to another bedroom because my daughter just moved out. By the way, that daughter who just moved out, on the way up to Pennsylvania, he popped the question. So now she's officially engaged. So anyway, so he's moved up to that room. And so I'm moving a lot of the books that I've read to him and books that I think he might be interested in reading. I'm moving up to his bedroom, his new bedroom. And then, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, so anyway, there's reshuffling going on, and I want to be able to make space for Trollope, because I did have Trollope in the Victorian section, but if I'm going to have a whole bunch of Trollope, I wanted him to have his own dedicated space. So anyway, I'm just going to go through these books that I were in stacks and scattered about, and see whether I'm going to keep them or not. And I'm inspired by this because I just watched Jennifer Brooks' most recent video. I think it was her most recent one, where she's cleaning out her shelf. And I thought, that's what I need to do. And I have free time today. I could be doing other things, frankly. But the 7-year-old grandson is in a computer camp. And guess what? It's to how to become a YouTuber. But they don't really get onto YouTube. What he's really learning is video editing. So maybe he can one day edit my videos, since I know nothing about editing videos. Anyway, I have free time this week, and I was going to do all these things, like go help my sister and go run things to a thrift store and clean up cabinets, the kitchen cabinets. I just had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to get done. And so, and I only have a week, to do everything. But I was going to get back to my book organizing this summer, and it's now, what is it today? July 11th, and I'm just getting to it. Oh, the other thing is I've decided that my Live Like Jane Austen for a Day Sustainability Challenge day is going to be July 22nd, Saturday, July 22nd. So that should be a very interesting experiment. Anyway, let me get started with the books here. Okay, the first one is The Book Thief. This was my son's book. He read it in high school, I think. I've never read it. It really affected him. He found it very impactful or whatever. Maybe I'll do that for like middle grade March sometime. Maybe I will. Okay, so that might be a keeper. I'd like to read it before I unhaul it anyway. I'm interested in that. Oh, okay, so this, I just finished reading this to the 7-year-old, so that's going to go up in his room. This is a book that I think my daughter just took a bunch of books from her room when she was moving and brought them down here. So this is The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Prisoner's Dilemma. It's a nice hardback. Do we have the rest of the series? I think I'm going to have to find out if we have the rest of the series. Are they in hardback? I think I need to consult others on this one. So let's see, I need piles. This is going up to the 7-year-olds. Okay, I'm going to put books that I have to consult other people in the house, or they have something to do with other people in the house, in that pile. And over here, I'm going to put ones I want to keep. Oh, wait, I missed this. Okay. Then my daughter also unhauled her whole set of the Penderwicks. So we got the Penderwicks. This was a favorite of hers. The Penderwicks on Gardam Street. And then she's also got the Penderwicks at Point Muette, or Point, I don't know how you say it. Is that French? And then the Penderwicks in Spring. I just got a bookmark in there. Penderwicks in Spring. And then the Penderwicks at Last. So she's giving, I mean, she left these when she moved. But again, they're a series that she really enjoyed, and I never got around to reading. So I might say that also for middle grade March. So, yeah, along with The Book Thief. We'll see. Oh, this is a book, The Prairie Thief. This was also hers. I actually know the author. She wrote, which series was it that she wrote about Caroline's grandmother in Scotland? And she wrote this, and I actually met her once, and I knew her online for many years. So, I don't know. Since I kind of know the author, I'll keep that one. Okay, let's see what else. This is Riches for the Poor, the Clemente Course in the Humanities. This is a really inspiring book. Earl Shorris started teaching he developed this 1-year classics course for prisoners. And it's a fascinating story of just how teaching these concepts, these classical concepts and this classical literature to prisoners really, gave them a deeper sense of humanity. It really pulled, it was so affirming. It really pulled them out of the terrible, the terrible morass they'd gotten themselves into. Made them think about their life, made them be more self-reflective, and all. It was really, really enriching. This guy, Earl Shorris, was a wonderful guy. So this is a really inspiring book, and I really enjoyed reading it so much and really admired him and the whole idea of teaching classical education to the underprivileged and the underserved, and just how uplifting it can be. But I don't think I need to keep it. So maybe somebody else will enjoy reading about him. So I think I'll put that, that'll be a giveaway. Okay, Radical Prunings. Oh, I remember I read this when I first started book 2. This is hysterical. This was a really funny book. I think I would like to reread it one day. I think I'm going to keep it. So that's a keep pile. The Brethren, Inside the Supreme Court. So I think this might have been my husband's book. It's all yellowed. If he ever wants to read it again, he's not going to read it in this edition. He's going to get it on Kindle. So I think that's giveaway. Let's see. This is a really old book by John Lennon. I think I bought this. Look, it's got somebody's signature. I think I bought this, for very, very little at some thrift store or something. I don't know. Do I really care about this? That's questionable. And I might ask my oldest son, who's a guitarist, if he is interested in this, or any of my sons, if they're interested. I don't know. I might give this away. Somebody else who's a real Beatles fan might enjoy it better than me. So what do? Give it away, or do I ask somebody first? I'll ask somebody first. Okay. The Tao of Pooh. I have never read this. I think I'm going to give it away. Let's see. Dover, large print, Helen Keller, The Story of My Life. I think this is such an interesting memoir of hers. I have read it a couple times, but I don't really like this large print edition, although maybe I should appreciate it because it's large print. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it for now. Keep it for now. I don't know. All right, let's see. Mama's Bank Account. Look at this. This is a really old. I must have picked it up for like 10 cents someplace. It's really yellowed. This is such a cute story, and it is a really good movie with Irene Dunn. I think it was Irene Dunn. Is that Irene Dunn? Anyway, Irene Dunn. Yeah, it says right on the cover. Anyway, this is a cute story. It's a cute movie, but it's a really banged up edition. I think I'll get rid of it. Wait, where am I getting rid of things? Oh, over there. Okay. This is, I got this used. This is Alec Guinness, Blessings in Disguise. I have a thing for Alec Guinness. I had a crush on him. I love all his movies. And this is his memoirs. I have a little collection. I think I have about like 3 books by him. Not sure if I'm ready to give that away. I think I'll... Okay, I see I'm already getting confused about this. On this side, I'm keeping... This is down here on the floor. You can't see where I'm pointing. Is for other people in the house. And then that's giveaway over there. Farthest away from me. The Stranger in the Woods. This was a really interesting story. I might want to reread it again because there was some information in here I wanted to review. So I might keep this one. Okay. Oh, this one I'm keeping. How the Heather Looks. This is a wonderful book. A joyous journey to the British sources of children's books. It is absolutely captivating about this family that goes, back in the 50s, I think, they go on a trip through England to find the sites of all the authors of the children's books they love. So Caldecott Country, The Open Road, A Peek in Narnia, down to Camelot, the riverbank that's, you know, the Wind in the Willows. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this. This is a really, really good book. I loved it. Oh, this I just finished reading. The Corfu trilogy. I think I'm going to keep that for now. All right. This is an extra book I have, The House at Pooh Corner. I think I might see if a grandchild wants one of these, if a grandchild wants these. I have the whole set on my shelf, and I don't want to give them up. But it turns out somehow I have an extra one. So I'm going to see if I can give that to somebody. Okay, these are kind of beat up versions of Wayside School, and we have newer copies of them, so I'm giving them away. The Boy Who Lost His Face. That's like one of the lesser known. Wonder how good it is. I might keep that. The 7-year-old grandson might read that in a year or two. I think I'll keep that one. I don't know enough about it, really. Stig of the Dump by Clive King. I remember my middle son really enjoyed this story. I might save it for the 7-year-old grandson. He might like it in a couple of years. Here is The K. I remember trying to read this to my kids, and it didn't hold their interest. I don't think anyone's ever read it. We've had it for ages. I think I'm giving it away. I'm going to give it away. Okay. The Lively Art of Writing. This was a book I think one of my kids, when they took a writing course, needed. Getting rid of it. Oh, this one I just finished reading, $14.91. I don't think I'm ready to give it up yet. Am I? Am I ready to give it up? I think maybe I am ready to give it up. Okay. I bought it used. This is a Theology of the Body for Beginners. This is a Catholic take on sexuality. We've sort of outgrown this. if I need it again, I can just buy it again. I think I'm going to give it away. Oh, this I'm keeping. This is the Book of Cymbeline. Oh, I got kind of bent up. But this is by Emma Stewart of The Bookish Princess. This is such a charming little story. I really like this. I'm going to keep it. Oh, this is by Tom at LA Books, who's now living in Charlotte, North Carolina. But this is something I bought, Genu, Volume 1. And then he very nicely sent me the whole set in hardcover, which has been in my son's room ever since, because my son saw it and took it to his room. So I have to, I'm going to keep that. I have to get it back from my son. Okay, this is a book Mary Poppins she wrote, The Life of P.L. Travers. This was my daughter's because she wrote a paper on P.L. Travers and Mary Poppins. So I think I'm going to give that one away. The movie, there was a movie, Saving Mr. Banks or whatever, and that's what spurred that. So when I was growing up, I loved Zilpha Keatley Snyder books. I read so much of her stuff growing up. And then with my youngest daughter, we started reading these books. So even though this is an old beat-up copy, I'm not willing to give it up because that has a lot of meaning for me. So I think I'm keeping that. Oh, this is a Catholic kind of a catechism on volunteering and it's aimed at young people who want to go out and serve the world, the social teaching of the Catholic Church. Am I going to read this? I might. Let me look through it more and then eventually give it away, I think. Oh, this is another book on chastity and Catholic sexual teaching, If You Really Love Me, by Jason Evert. I think my oldest daughter appreciated it. I think my youngest daughter, maybe not so much. And I don't know about my sons, frankly. Did they read this? I don't know. I just remember it with the girls. Anyway, 100 Questions on Dating, Relationships, and Sexual Purity. I think I'm going to give it away. Oh, this book is a book I just bought, 1,000 Hours Outside, like a year ago I bought it. But I was kind of disappointed in it. It had all kinds of things you can do outside, but really there's nothing that I wouldn't have thought up myself or I couldn't just Google or watch some YouTube video. So I think I'm just going to unhaul that one. Rumor Godden's Thursday's Child. This is an old paperback, but at one point I wanted to read all of Rumor Godden's books. I don't know. I might keep this for now. Oh, and here's another Rumor Godden. See, what do you do when you have an author? How do you organize this? When you have an author who writes children's books, and this is such a nice edition, and they also wrote adult books. Do you put them all together under the author's name, or do you separate them out? I don't know. But anyway, I want to keep, this is a really nice edition. And I'll keep them together for now. And then, let's see, I'm down to the last two. So this one is Heroes of the City of Man by Peter Leithart. I really like Peter Leithart's books. So this is his analysis of classic literature from a Christian point of view. I believe he's Lutheran, but man, he's really good. I really like his analysis of things, his approach to things. The Iliad, the Odyssey, the Aeneid, Greek drama, the Eumenides, Oedipus Tyrannus, the Bacchae, Clouds. So those are all, should I keep that or not? I don't know. I do like his writing. I have a couple, you know what, this goes with a couple more. I have like 3 of his literary criticisms, so I'm going to keep that because I think it goes with a set. Oh, and then here, why are all my Alec Guinness books out? So this is Alec Guinness, a commonplace book, and it's just that. He just would write down poems, little vignettes from the day, some random thoughts he was having, and it's just all put into a book. He was such a delightful person. He was, I really have such a crush on Alec Guinness. Anyway, so I want to keep that one too. Okay, so those were all the random books that I had laying around or just shoved in places. So I'm giving away, let's see, there's 4 I'm going to ask about. Then I'm giving away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm giving away 13. All right, well, that's a very small beginning in continuing this. I think the next thing I'm going to do is try to shuffle things around so I can start putting the Trollope books on one of those shelves. We'll see how far I get. All right, well, thanks for coming along. And, you know, comment on any of the books if you want to. And, yeah, that's it for now. So I hope you're doing well and happy reading. I just want to show you my Trollope shelf because all that culling and reorganizing, I've managed to put all the Trollopes that I currently own on one shelf. So this is what I already owned. This is the Palliser series, Can You Forgive Her? And then Phineas Finn. And then I really like these world classic editions, the Eustace Diamonds, Phineas Redux, the Prime Minister, the Duke's Children. Then I am missing the Warden, and I know, this is now the Barchester series. I know I have it, but I can't find it. So, and then Barchester Towers, Dr. Thorne. I can't remember the order of things. I know I'm missing Framley Parsonage. Framley Parsonage. And then The Small House at Allington, that was my mother's. And then The Last Chronicle of Barset. And then these are the ones that I got from my mother. These are the world classics that she had. This, I actually owned The Way We Live Now already. Oh, it's wrong one. This one. And then these are the Dover books that I just got and from her collection. And then I didn't realize that there were 2 books published by the University of Michigan, Marion Fay and the Land Leaguers. So very interesting. I'm looking forward to looking into their story. So anyway, that's it. That's my Trollope shelf.